The murders of Kobe Mandell and Yosef Ishran, Zikron Livracha, that shook the nation of Israel thus in the early days of the intensive wave of violence that became known as the Second Intifada. In fact, it was a May day in 2001 when two Jewish teenagers they were brutally killed on the outskirts of the Israeli settlement where they lived in the West Bank with their families. Now, Kobe was an Israeli American. His family emigrated from the United States to Israel in 1996, and those murders did result in legislation by the U.S. Congress aimed at strengthening the U.S. response to the killing of Americans overseas. We've seen that now, unfortunately, many times since. But in response to his death as well, Kobe's parents set up the Kobe Mandell Foundation to provide support for families bereaved by terrorist attacks. There have been many. Now we're joined by Eliana Mandell Brener, the executive director of the Kobe Mandell Foundation and significantly a sister as well of Kobe and the family. So thank you so much for joining us today. This is so important. If you can tell us about your personal journey, growing up, dealing with this tragedy and ultimately surviving it, helping others to do so as well. How did this evolve for you to get to where you are today?
So I was 10 years old when Kobe was murdered. And after his murder, it was very, very clear to our family that there is no moving forward and going on. For us, we had to learn how to live a new life, for us and for all terror victims. And we, the children, felt that we were very misunderstood, and there was no place in the country that could help us. And we had no friends who went through the same thing. So my parents decided to start the Kobe Mandell Foundation and to start a summer camp for children who've gone through an act of terror or who've lost a mother, father, sister, or brother. And I, as a camper, was a camper in these camps from 6th grade. And then I became a counselor and a director, and now I am the executive director of the foundation.
It sounds like an incredibly, therapeutic place to be. A place where you can get things out and have an atmosphere to be able to talk about things, at least, which is obviously probably so hard. How does this relate to kids today, in the West Bank in particular? Is there an ever-present fear? How do you talk to them about the harsh realities that are still ongoing in 2023?
So for us, we at the Kobe Mandell Foundation and in our camps, we have therapists that are with the kids at all times, but also the healing is just being with each other. Is going into the room and saying, "Hi, what happened to you? Your brother was murdered? My brother was murdered too." And it's something that they hide everywhere else. And here it's it's the only place in the camps that they can actually take that thing that they hide everywhere else and make it really the thing that connects them. And in regards to terror, we tell the kids the truth. We try and be very direct with our kids, not lie to them, and tell them that it's a scary time right now. And thank God we have the army to protect us. We have the police who are protecting us, and everybody is doing whatever they can to protect us. And it's really our jobs as parents and as educators to make sure that they feel as safe as they can, and to give them a place to talk about it and to talk about their fear and to talk about where they are and where they're coming from.
To put somewhat of a light note on the conversation here, I know another aspect that you've carried with you besides the foundation has been the Comedy for Kobe initiative that's been throughout the years here to bring people together in a positive light, reflect and laugh. Is that still something that's happening, the Comedy for Kobe initiatives? Where is that?
Yes, Comedy for Kobe happens 3 times a year. Really, Kobe, when he was younger, he used to write jokes all the time. So we took that and we made that into a whole program. So 3 times a year we bring comedians from America to Israel, and they tour all over Israel, and they bring laughter to the Anglo-Israel. It's an amazing program.
It is amazing. And I've seen some of them myself over the years, and of course this goes back to the incident itself in 2001 is something that I recall, and I know the whole nation does as well, and sits with all of us here. Keep up the good work that you're doing. I know you're affecting lives for generations to come. Truly, I don't think it's hard to overstate the impact you're having. So Eliana Mandell Brener and your whole family, thanks for being with us, and thanks for the good work you're doing out there.
Thank you very much. And I just would like to add that for those of us who are living in Israel right now, it's a very scary time. But for the families who have been hit by terror, that feeling never goes away, and they are bereaved forever. And that's really what the foundation does, is we help the families when the lights go out and when no one else is there to help them.
Incredible work. Thank you.